Urban Development Act, and criminal court delays recess to prioritize the resolution of pending cases.
Good evening, welcome to News. I'm Yusuf bin Muhammad. The ambassador of the People's Republic of China to the Maldives, Wang Lishan, pays farewell visit to President Dr. Mohammad Moise earlier today, marking the conclusion of her tenure. During the meeting, Ambassador Wang expressed her gratitude for the unwavering support provided by the Maldivian government throughout her time in office. President Dr. Moise warmly acknowledged Ambassador Wang's significant contributions to strengthening bilateral relations between the two nations. He also expressed appreciation for China's support in advancing key development projects across various sectors in the Maldives, including infrastructure, trade, and tourism. In response, Ambassador Wang thanked President Dr. Moise and the Maldivian government for their collaboration and support, commending the country's resilience and impressive progress. She emphasized that the partnership between the Maldives and China is built on mutual respect and shared interests, fostering a strong foundation for future cooperation. The meeting also focused on the progress of ongoing Chinese-backed projects in the Maldives, with discussions on potential areas for further collaboration. Both President Dr. Moise and Ambassador Wang reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening the friendly ties between the two nations, ensuring continued cooperation in the years ahead. President Dr. Mohammad Moise ratifies the Urban Development Act, a significant piece of legislation aimed at regulating urban planning and development across the Maldives.
Passed by Parliament on November 27, 2024, during the 55th sitting of the 20th Majlis, the Act provides a comprehensive legal framework for managing urban areas, ensuring that development aligns with the country's long-term infrastructure goals in a sustainable and orderly manner. The bill, introduced by Vinigili Parliament member Azim Abdul Aziz, was passed with strong backing, securing 70 votes in favour. It outlines clear guidelines for zoning, land use and project monitoring, while promoting uniform standards for urban growth. Additionally, the Act encourages public participation and imposes strict regulations on development in protected areas, archaeological sites and natural landscapes, safeguarding the Maldives' environment and cultural heritage. Under the Act, President Dr. Moise will oversee the formulation of a national policy for urban governance in consultation with the Council of Ministers. The Ministry of Housing, Land and Urban Development will be tasked with implementing these policies. A significant provision of the Act is the creation of the Urban Development Authority, which will replace the existing Urban Development Department. This new body will be responsible for overseeing urban master plans, granting development permissions, and monitoring the implementation of urban projects. That also introduces classifications for urban areas, dividing them into metropolitan areas, urban regions, and urban centers. It establishes the National Development and Heritage Committee and the Decentralization Committee to help define urban jurisdictions. Now ratified, the Urban Development Act will come into effect 6 months from its publication, paving the way for more structured, responsible, and sustainable urban growth across the Maldives.
Finance Minister Musa Zamir states that the Finance Ministry has resumed publishing financial reports following the implementation of new rules to address discrepancies in the previous processes. The remarks were made in response to a question raised by MP Muhammad Ibrahim during today's Parliament session. MP Muhammad Ibrahim inquired about the Ministry's cessation of financial report releases, such as the weekly fiscal developments and the monthly fiscal developments, which detail government revenues and expenditures. These reports, regularly published until November last year, had notably been paused. In his response, Minister Zamir explained that identified in June. He revealed that the expenditures from previous years had been recorded under this year's budget due to deficiencies in the ministry's procedures for managing loan-funded accounts in the disbursement accounting system. Minister Zamir added that the ministry sought the Auditor General's advice to rectify the accounting inaccuracies. The minister clarified that upon taking office, he had prioritized addressing the issue consulting the Auditor General in October to establish corrective measures. He also assured that a new set of rules has been introduced to prevent similar issues from recurring, with these rules now being strictly followed. The resumption of financial reports underline the Ministry's commitment to transparency and accuracy in the management of public funds. New guidelines on social responsibility activities for state-owned business establishments have come into effect, aiming to prevent these initiatives from being used to achieve political objectives. The rules issued by the Privatization and Corporatization Board seek to address concerns over the misuse of corporate social responsibility (CSR) programs for political gain. The policy outlines values to be upheld in CSR activities, including respect for human rights, protection of employee rights, environmental sustainability, and the fight against corruption. The framework explicitly prohibits state-owned enterprises from formulating CSR policies or engaging in activities that directly or indirectly aid the fulfillment of promises made to any political party. In the past, certain social responsibility activities of state-owned enterprises have been aligned with government manifesto commitments. The new framework aims to address such practices and ensure that social responsibility programs are designed with a focus on broader societal benefits. The new policy is viewed as a step towards depoliticizing CSR activities, ensuring they are not influenced by political agendas. Analysts suggest that the guidelines could reinforce trust in state-run companies, provided there is robust monitoring and strict adherence to the rules. The board's move is expected to reshape CSR practices within the public sector, focusing on community welfare and sustainable development rather than political objectives. This new policy aims to depoliticize CSR activities by preventing their influence by political agendas. It is intended to guide state-run companies in adhering to practices that prioritize community welfare and sustainable development. Effective implementation will depend on monitoring and compliance with the guidelines. Finance Minister Musa Zamir states discussions about the Maldives facing bankruptcy have ceased. At a recent parliament sitting, Minister Zamir attributed this development to President Mohammad Muizzu's financial strategies. According to Zamir, the government inherited a national debt of MVR 124 billion, with more than half attributed to the previous administration. He noted that 24% of the country's total revenue is allocated to debt repayment. Despite these challenges, the minister explained that the current administration has structured the budget to ensure essential services are provided to the public while addressing the debt. The minister explained that attempting to repay all debts at once while maintaining public services would have led to bankruptcy, as highlighted by IMF reports. However, he said the situation has been stabilized enough through measures such as agreements with friendly nations, cost rationalization, and restructuring repayment schedules to improve revenue flow and extend debt timelines. Zamir suggested that policies outlined in the President's manifesto have been instrumental in avoiding a debt trap. He said the administration's efforts over the past year have significantly improved the country's financial position. He also indicated that global financial institutions, including the IMF and rating agencies, had previously recommended severe cost-cutting measures. Despite this, the government's proactive strategies have eased fears of national insolvency. The minister attributed the improved financial situation to what he described as the president's strong and decisive policies. The Housing Development Corporation, HDC, announces 10 new land plots for sale in Hulumale Phase 2, offering beachfront and beachside locations for local buyers. The 10 plots up for auction include 3 beachfront plots ranging in size from 1,559 square feet to 3,250 square feet and 7 beachside plots with sizes ranging from 1,230 square feet to 1,534 square feet. The beachfront plots are priced at MVR 4,500 per square foot, while the beachside plots are available at a slightly lower rate of 4,000 rupiah per square foot. This sale is open exclusively to Maldives citizens who are at least 18 years old, and local companies with 100% local shareholding are also eligible to bid. HDC has ensured that this round of sales is aimed at locals, reinforcing the government's commitment to providing opportunities for Maldivians to invest in the country's growing infrastructure. The land plots are strategically located near areas designated for commercial kiosks selling food, further enhancing the appeal for further development. SDC has previously opened similar sales in the region, and this latest offering is part of Hulumale Phase 2's long-term urban development plan. The Maldives Monetary Authority, MMA, reveals that 98 applicants sought licenses to trade foreign exchange under the newly enacted foreign exchange regulation following the expiration of the application deadline on November 30. Among the 98 applicants, 79 have applied for a Tier 1 license, which allows businesses to buy and sell foreign currency. Of these, 44 are completely new applicants, while 35 are previously licensed businesses. In addition, 19 applicants have applied for Tier 2 licenses, which permit the sale of foreign currency to specific entities, with 5 of them being new applicants and 14 former license holders. Currently, there are 212 money changing license holders in the Maldives. However, only 49 of these businesses have applied for a completely new license under the new regulation. The MMA emphasized that existing money changing businesses licensed by the authority can continue their operations under the new rules, provided they submit their applications within the stipulated period. This surge in license applications highlighting the growing interest in foreign exchange trading as the Maldives financial landscape adapts to the updated regulatory framework. The Criminal Court announces its decision to delay the upcoming recess period to prioritize the resolution of pending cases. This move is in line with the Courts Act and the Criminal Court rules. Typically, the superior courts in the Maldives observe recess twice a year, in June and December. However, the Criminal Court stated that due to the ongoing challenges, it would not take a full month of recess during this period. In a statement, the court highlighted the persistent space constraint in its building, which have made it difficult to allocate trial hearings efficiently. The statement read, "The space crunch in the court building remains unresolved, and currently the court is compelled to divide trial sessions among different judges on separate days. As a result, the court has faced difficulties in scheduling the number of hearings necessary to expedite cases. To address this, the judges collectively decided against a complete month-long recess and instead scheduled the next recess for 15th December. The court also noted that shifting its operations to the former COVID facility in Hulumale could alleviate the space issue and improve efficiency of case proceedings. It emphasized that such a move would contribute significantly to reducing the backing of cases. The Maldives Health Protection Agency, HPA, issues an advisory urging the public to take precautionary measures during periods of poor air quality. This alert comes with recommendations on how to safeguard vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, pregnant women, and individuals with respiratory conditions. High recommendations include limiting time spent outdoors for those with lung diseases and allergies, wearing masks when outdoor activity is unavoidable, keeping children and vulnerable individuals indoors as much as possible, closing doors at home to minimize exposure to polluted air, avoiding outdoor exercise and recreational activities. The advisory highlights the need for vigilance particularly during hazardous air quality conditions as detailed in the World Health Organization's PM 2.5 guidelines. With increasing instances of air pollution, these measures aim to mitigate the associated health risks for residents. HPA reminds the public to remain informed about air quality levels and adjust activities accordingly. Velana International Airport, Male, announces Virgin Atlantic as the latest airline to join its sea-to-air cargo transshipment operations.
Virgin Atlantic's inaugural cargo uplift from the Maldives, destined for the United States, marks a significant milestone, making it the 12th airline to partner in this innovative initiative. In a statement shared via social media, the airport hailed Virgin Atlantic's involvement as a transformative addition to the service. Launched just 8 months ago, the sea-to-air cargo operation has already facilitated the transport of 1,000 tons of goods, showcasing its growing importance in global logistics. The service is a collaborative effort involving Maldives Ports Limited MPL, Maldives State Shipping MSS, Maldives Airports Company Limited MACL, and a network of international airlines. The sea-to-air model enables goods to be shipped to the Maldives by sea before being air freighted to destinations worldwide. With Virgin Atlantic joining prominent carriers like Qatar Airways, Emirates, Turkish Airlines, Aeroflot, Gulf Airs, Neos Airlines, and Etihad Airways, the initiative offers businesses a fast, cost-effective, and efficient freight solution. This hybrid cargo system has already made a notable economic impact, generating over $3 million and transporting more than 1 million kilograms of goods in 210 containers. Key exports, including Bangladeshi clothing, are directed to major markets in the US, UK, and Europe.
Thank you for watching MM News. I'm Yusuf bin Mohammed and have a nice day.